Okay, well this is the final video in this first instalment of Understanding Layers in Photoshop Elements. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for watching it. This final video is we're going to just do a little recap if you like. So I don't know if you've guessed yet, but this is the intro image that I use at the start of each of the videos. And I really wanted you to take a look at the layer palette. This particular image consists of up to, I think it's 15-16 layers. They're mixed with text layers which have had styles added to them, adjustment layers, and there's some blending modes in there as well. So what I've done is I've got the background layer there copied, and it's the only visible layer at the minute out of this whole palette. I made a copy of the background initially. So I'm just going to go through each one of these. I'm just going to click on the visibility button, and then you can see the difference in what's happening. We'll have a look at each layer. So selecting this first one, you can see we've added an adjustment layer. If we double click on that thumbnail there, you can see the actual adjustment layer that we've added. We've got the photo filter, and we've actually selected a preset filter. You select these by the drop downs. If you look at the different ones, you can see a slight change in the colours. We went with the underwater one, and we preserved the luminosity, and we had it at 100%. Now we just added, this wasn't really necessary for the second one, we just wanted to change the colour slightly, so you can see it's just dulled. If you watch the image there, if I click it, it's like a greeny sort of colour there, and then it just sort of goes back to a little darker browner colour. Again, if we click on the thumbnail, you can see what we've done here is we've added a colour. We've actually done the violet, and then we've changed the density we dropped it down to 32%. So again, by clicking on the visibilities, you can see the actual effect that this has been made. And the great thing, like I said, these are non-destructive edits, so you can effectively delete these or change these. You can go into the layer thumbnails at any time, change it to a different colour. So play around with these. Then we added a texture. We wanted to give it a little bit of a texture to it, so we found this swirling one, and then if you can see on the blend mode, we actually added the lighter colour. So if you go back to normal, you can see that it's obviously a bit more prominent, and then when we selected the lighter colour, you can see the lighter colours are showing through more, and so this just made that the sort of texture around this middle centre bit here. The next layer we added our main image. Again, if you click on the layer itself, you can see we added the pin light mode to that. I mean, again, you can change these hard mix, but we went for the pin light on that one. Also, if you look on there, you can see that we've actually dropped the opacity to 67% there, dropping this right down. The image is hardly visible, right up. So again, on the texture, we dropped the opacity down as well. You can actually see the effects live. I think on the older versions you couldn't do, but on the later versions of Photoshop Elements, you can see your changes live, so you can make changes to opacities and actually see the effect coming through on the actual image itself. So again, we selected the pin light from the mode drop down. The next thing we did was we started to add some text to it. Straight away you can see that it's been added here, layer right across layers, but it's hardly visible because we've dropped the opacity right down. We've got it right down to 8% there. Kept the blending modes to normal on all of these now. Again, you'll see little bits of text appearing as I'm clicking on these. There's a little layer appeared over there, and the word layer again there. We've actually applied a curve to these as well, when you select your text, you can see that we've applied the warp text to a lot of these just to give it a different look. And then another one there with a warp text again, and then we'll just put on our little tagline there. That's our main company, elementsbox.com, and finishing off with just some more little bits of text. And the final one added there, this is where we edit and change the title of each video segment that we have. So this final recap video really was just to recap what we've done. We've shown you a few adjustment layers and blending modes, and the importance of keeping your layer palette tidy and naming the layers so that you can identify them pretty quickly. One of the advantages of us doing this course online and leaving it 100% online is that we can add to it at any time. So this course will always be current. We've used Elements 10 predominantly in this course. It's in version 10. We didn't go into the new text features, but there's a new text feature where you can actually draw text around shapes and on line selections that you've made. So we'll be adding videos on a reasonably regular basis, maybe one a month, and as I said, this will always be current, so please keep popping by. And if you've joined our list, our mailing list, we'll look out for little announcements in those tips of the week to say that we've added new videos. Okay, I hope you've got a better understanding now of layers in Photoshop Elements, and thanks for watching.